A problem that is affecting my community is cars speeding to and from Renegade Raceway, which is a couple blocks from my house. Races are held up to 4 days a week during spring, summer, and a few weeks in fall. According to the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, the risk of severe injury to a pedestrian struck by a vehicle is 75% at 50 miles per hour, which is the speed limit of the road. My initial solution would be to talk with the track owner, Mr. Derek Snelson. I have known Derek since I was 8 years old and pedaling my bike to Renegade Raceway to watch the races. I would prefer to talk with Derek in person rather than over the phone. I would explain to Mr. Snelson about the cars speeding in and out of the racetrack. I would make him aware of the problems it causes for my community, from children running into the road to retrieve their runaway balls, to elderly people going for their afternoon strolls. Not to mention the slow tractors driving from farm to farm, and little boys like me riding their bikes to gaze at the cool cars. I would remind Mr. Snelson of the speeding car that crashed through a fence, rolled several times into a field, catching both the car and the field on fire a few summers ago. I would propose to Derek that he could spread the word of this problem to everyone in attendance on race days. Mr. Snelson could explain to the audience and racers about the problem of speeding on the road and how easily a tragedy could be avoided. During a break, Derek could broadcast a public announcement to make everyone aware of my community's speeding problem. I would give Mr. Snelson a chance to propose possible solutions to my community's problem. I listened to Derek because I know he is a good businessman and wants to help the community, not cause conflict that is detrimental to the community and his business. Another action I would take is to visit my city council about the Renegade Raceway speeding problem. I would get together a few members of my community to speak at a city council meeting. We would recommend that the city council post articles of the speeding problem in community newsletters. This would help get the story of our problem spread farther and faster. We would ask the City Council advocate for speed limit signs and other caution signs. There are none in the 5-mile stretch leading in and out of Renegade Raceway. We would also recommend that the City Council help us in petitioning for crosswalks and sidewalks. We know sidewalks are expensive and probably out of reach. A crosswalk is much less expensive and helpful to the drivers along the stretch of road. We would like to ask the City Council to help us make flyers for Renegade Raceway pass out at the entrance gate on race days. We believe this would spread the word expressly to the people that are the cause of the speeding problem. A third possible way my community could solve this speeding problem is to visit our local police station. We could arrange a meeting with the chief of police. We would inquire about the possibility of increased patrols on race days. We know this could be an expense beyond the means of the county, but it would be the easiest way to deter speeders. We would ask the police department to spread the word of our problem during community events. We would ask the police department to please join us in advocating for speed limit signs, caution signs, and crosswalks. The more people we have in helping us make the road safer, the more likely it will become a reality. We could ask the chief of police if he has any advice to deter repeat offenders. We don't want to take the law into our own hands, as this is not the right means to solve this problem. I hope that with all these meetings and efforts, we can raise awareness in my greater community. I would like to see that there are significantly less speeders on the road in and out of Renegade Raceway this coming racing season. I sincerely hope that our efforts will avoid a tragedy before it occurs. Thanks for coming and listening to my speech.